Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sportsplex in beautiful Windsor, Ontario. 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championships unfolding here. We are set. The gold medal game, the final game of the tournament. These two teams have survived the war to get here, and they lasted all 3 days. That was the goal of every team, to be here on the third day. The St. Clair College Saints and the Fanshawe Falcons have done it. This is going to be an outstanding matchup for the gold medal. The Saints come into the game at 14-4 during the regular season. The Falcons 17-1, full value for that record. They are an outstanding basketball team. These teams, of course, did meet in the regular season, and the Falcons did win both of those games. But much like last night, the Saints faced the Hawks. The Hawks had defeated them in both games during the regular season. The Saints found a way to beat the Hawks last night. That's when it counted most. The Saints are hoping on the same result here today to throw out the regular season numbers. And let's get going right here. It's all about this moment right now for the gold medal. Here's how the teams got here. Of course, we've been going through the tournament all 3 days with you. You've just saw the bronze medal game, which Humber just defeated the Algonquin Thunder 68-60, so the Hawks come away with a bronze medal. The gold medal match yet to be decided here this evening. Let's take a look at the two teams here in principle. The Fanshawe Falcons, as mentioned, come into this game with a 17-1 record. 2-0 here in the tournament. The Falcons, full value. The regular season numbers, you could see outstanding statistics for the Fanshawe Falcons. They were, again, full value for everything they did all season long. They defeated Algonquin in the semifinal yesterday by 10. That was a tough game, though. That 10-point spread was not indicative of that game. That was a real tough matchup for the Falcons, and they handled it very well. They were down in that game at times, but they found a way to chip away, get back. It was an outstanding game to prepare them for this gold medal match. When we spoke to Coach Bill Carrier earlier on, he talked about the team, and he knows there's going to be a big crowd here at the Sportsplex. He said his squad's prepared for that as well.
Well, you always want that experience, and it's nice to have. We have girls that are pretty confident in knowing that this is their 5th year, and they're used to all facets of the game. Last time we played here, it was packed. It was a packed house. They were giving out scholarships the first reason, and then there was a lot of people here. So they're used to that. They've seen that, and hopefully they can just play basketball.
An outstanding coach, Bill Carrier, no question about it. His opponent, the St. Clair College Saints, you just heard him talking about it. This place is filling up quickly here as we're just a few moments away from the opening tip. Saints' regular season numbers, very respectable. This team grew throughout the campaign. Their 14-4 record, a very solid one. They had adversity through the season. They battled through that. They had injuries. They battled through those. This Saints team has been a survivor of sorts, and they have worked really hard to get to this point. Of course, they were the silver medalists in this game last year. It's a repeat of last year's final, so it should make for an entertaining basketball game. The Saints looking to snap the Fanshawe winning streak against them here this afternoon. Head coach Andy Kiss, he does a lot of homework on all of his opponents. He knows this Fanshawe Falcons team has a lot of weapons to work with.
Well, they certainly defense is always first, and they have an outstanding trio of players in Shawat Andrew, Michaela Wright, and Natalie Warren, and they use their bench well also. We're going to have to do a good job. I think in transition we got to make sure we've got Shawat marked. She's lethal in transition. She finds open space and catches and can knock the 3 down. Michaela Wright is a do-everything player. She can attack well. She's got quick, fluid feet. Also can knock down the 3. Quick release. Natalie Warren is a very high IQ player in the post. So certainly defensively we have our hands full and we have to focus on those players. Offensively we just need to execute. They throw a lot of looks at you. They'll throw some half-court pressure looks, so like soft pressure, not anything where they trap you real hard. But a real strong team. They full-court press as well. It's solid defensively, excellent coaching. So, you know, very fitting of a team that you're going to face in a final.
Andy Kiss doing an outstanding job with this St. Clair program for years now. He's right where he wants to be. This gold medal game, he really believes in his club, and I'll tell you what, if they play as hard as they did last night, this could be a real fun game, and it could end up in a St. Clair victory. But they're going to have to bring their A game, no question about it. Fanshawe is an outstanding basketball team. When we come back to the beautiful St. Clair College Sportsplex, you can see it's filling up. It's the tip-off, the gold medal game at stake. The St. Clair College Saints taking on the Fanshawe Falcons. You're watching the 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championships on We Digital Productions.
Hey, Herman Moore here, Detroit Lions legend and four-time Pro Bowl player. Hey, get your tickets and join me for the 15th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, March 10th at the Caboto Club.
The 15th Annual Westby Awards are brought to you in part by Unifor Local 444, Lucier Glove and Safety, Hotham Building Materials, AM 800 CKLW, and We Digital Productions.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
Hi, I'm DJ Smith, head coach of the Ottawa Senators. For the best in local sports coverage, We Digital.
Here, it's about you, your passion, your skills, stepping up to the challenge. It's here where we rise above, soar to our full potential, and where we become work ready. St. Clair College, it's time to take flight. Rise above the ordinary.
A whole season's of work comes down to one game. Welcome back to Windsor, Ontario for the 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championship gold medal game between the Fanshawe Falcons and the St. Clair Saints here on We Digital Productions. I'm Justin Prince alongside me is Aaron Sanders as we get all set to go for a rematch of last year's championship. But Aaron, these two teams are set for what should be a thriller. These are the starters for today's matchup. Kirsten Tompkins starts alongside Audio HD, Logan Casera, and Janet Casera. Rounding out the lineup is Nicole Tam. For the Fanshawe Falcons, the defending gold medalists bring Jessica Jordan, Michaela Wright, Alawa Chanute, and Drew. Alongside Allison Cotton, Natalie Warren rounds out the starting five. A whole season's of preparation. 3 days of tournament action, all round up with this gold medal game. Aaron, this is a big moment for both of these teams.
A big moment here in the Sportsplex. Who would have thought that two of these teams that played last year would go at it again, but this time St. Clair has the advantage. The sixth man is in attendance, and as you can listen in right now, you can tell how loud this place is.
It's jam-packed to the Raptors in the grandstands and in the upper deck for what should be a thriller. What are your keys to victory for this big-time matchup?
If I'm St. Clair, I start off by getting into a fast start. They were able to do that in the last 2 games, so that's important. Number 2, you have to make sure you put pressure right inside of the basket, because remember, they have to keep focus at Natalie Warren and Shawad Andrew, who drives right down to the basket. For Fanshawe, I have to make them force those hard shots, go outside, because once you force them, they have trouble of keeping the ball moving real well. So stay aware of the rotation and force them outside instead of going out to in.
We'll see how this game progresses. St. Clair will be wearing their black jerseys with the yellow and green trim. Their Fanshawe counterparts, their white jerseys with the red trim. Today's officials, Troy Bennett, Faye Shane, and Janice Liu. A crew that has been very good throughout this entire tournament.
They have been outstanding, and now everything, it just comes down to this. 40 minutes of basketball. We're going to find out who wins gold, who wins silver. And remember, the winner of the gold medal will be off to Nanaimo for the national championships later on this month.
Pressure and chance for glory on the line. And a packed St. Clair College Sportsplex. Both teams just about ready to go. Fanshawe, the defending gold medalist. St. Clair, the defending silver medalist. We are all set to go for the 2020 gold medal game. In the jump circle, it's Tam for St. Clair, Warren for Fanshawe. The 2020 gold medal game is underway. St. Clair wins the tip. Tompkins sets up the offense. One around to Jenna Casera. Logan Casera off to Tompkins again. 12 on the shot clock. Tam on the high post. Cuts in. Back to Tompkins. Andrew on the defense. Back to Logan Casera. 4 on the shot clock. Taken away by Fanshawe. Moved up the floor by Wright. Communication between Andrew and Wright on the right side. Warren gets it in the high post. Wright cuts in. Back outside. Jordan contested 3 off the front of the rim. Ball picked up by Tompkins.
The one thing St. Clair has to keep in mind is the lack of depth that they have. They have to find some way to stop Natalie Warren from getting those rebounds.
Now Warren, a player of the game in the quarterfinal matchup for Fanshawe. Logan Casera. Pass back outside to Jana. 5 on the shot clock. Gets the pump. Back to Tam. Wide open in the paint for the first bucket of the championship. St. Clair leads 2-0. Andrew steps in. Travel called on the OCAA Player of the Year.
And that's all based off tough coverage from St. Clair as they pushed it right to the free throw line. But once again, taking a look at Nicole Tam, she was able to get open, setting off the pick of Michaela Wright, and she just put it up and in for the finger roll.
Meanwhile, Janica Serra swung around. Tam gave it back. Janica Serra gives it to Tompkins outside for 3 off the rim. Andrew picks up the rebound. Approaching 2 minutes into the first quarter of the gold medal game between the Fanshawe Falcons and the St. Clair Saints. Down low off the bottom of the cup. Whistle's blown in the battle for the rebound. Whistle goes against Fanshawe. And St. Clair will set up for the inbound after the personal foul called against Allison Cotton. Yolichny takes it up. Baseline, Tam. And a whistle called, jump ball. And a smart play by Jordan.
The advantage that St. Clair also has, too, is the fact that they capitalize on those loose balls. That was very instrumental in their final play of the game yesterday against Humba.
Especially with them having to lock down Velasquez in that semifinal game in the final 5 seconds. Andrew pulls up for 3 off the front of the rim. Taken up by Logan Casero, the 2020 West Division First Team All-Star. Cuts inside. Top shot, gets it. For 4-0 Saints. 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. Yolichny pokes it out of bounds. Stays Fanshawe possession.
And Yolichny's been taking care of business all over the court this weekend, and that's the type of hustle that St. Clair needs to apply for the rest of the way.
Remember, Fanshawe won the season series 2-0 in 2019-20's regular season. They're on the board with the outside shot by Jordan. Janica Serra brings it inside the arc. Pass back outside for 3. too long. Rebound picked up by Wright. Wright with the speed. Pass back outside. Warren takes it inside. Tries by Tam. Fanshawe takes the lead for the first time.
And it's one of those shots that shouldn't be happening if you're St. Clair. You have to put a body on Natalie Warren.
Now, Warren has been a tough player to stop all tournament. Tompkins, contested three. She's got it. Press coming from St. Clair. Jordan takes it across the timeline. Give it to Warren in the high post. Andrew wants it. Jordan gets it instead. 10 on the shot clock. Warren guarded by Tompkins. Double team. Make it triple team. The Casero twins poke it loose. Wright takes it back baseline. Gets it down the line. Count it. And the foul.
And that's been the vice for all these teams in the tournament so far. You think you're getting a lot of coverage on the big man, but you lose all attention to the other man who cuts right in, and that was Michaela Wright, who swooped right in for the and one.
And Wright had a stellar semifinal matchup. 36-plus points in Fanshawe's victory over Algonquin. Now gives the Falcons the lead once again on the N1.
And North Bazzi's into the game too, and she's one of those players that's been red hot from three-point land.
Logan Casera for three, gets it to drop.
The way I see it, if the Saints keep it up with the wise shot choices, they can find a way to take a sizable lead.
3 combined triples so far from both sides. Andrew pulls up from deep, no good. Tompkins, the lead rebound for the Saints, draws the whistle.
And Allison Cotton shouldn't have commit on Kirsten Tompkins off of that rebound. She should have been the head of the pack with the rest of her teammates as we get another look at Logan Casera's three. And we boasted so many times about how high her release is, just the arc and just the release afterwards. That's just tough to defend.
Cotton out of the game with her second personal. Jessica Cameron in for Fanshawe. Approaching halfway to the first quarter, Bazzi. Guarded by Cameron, swung to Thompson. Tompkins, off to Logan Casera for three. Gets back-to-back trays.
And keep in mind, throughout the entire tournament, St. Clair would usually get on a scoring run early in the game. Turnover.
And the ball goes out of bounds off of Andrew as the crowd goes crazy. St. Clair possession in the front court. On the floor for the Saints, the Casera twins, Tompkins, Bazzi, Ronnie the 5, Yolichny. Logan Casera looking for 3 straight triples, yes!
Wow.
And St. Clair leads 16-8. Andrew back outside right. Jordan cuts inside. Baseline jumper. Cameron too long. Picked up by Janica Serra. St. Clair on a 9-0 run. Bazzi draws the whistle. Gets the triple. Triples for the Saints in the first half of the quarter.
And what have we talked about in the regular season telecast? The moment you leave North Bazzi open, she will destroy you. She was a top shooter in her days in Massey, and glad to say it converted over as her days as the St. Clair Saints. 4-point play coming up.
Hold on, they're still discussing things. Yes, the 3 stands. And Bazzi appears to, yes, get that 4-point play with a whistle just after the shot. And it looks like the West Division Coach of the Year, Bill Carrier, wants a barber's chair timeout. Fanshawe trails 19-8 early in the first quarter, Aaron.
And you know, it's interesting when I said you have to force St. Clair outside, you have to put a body on them too. North Bazzi shooting that 3 en route for a 4-point play. But Logan Casera having a heck of a start, 11 points. And remember, 9 of those 11 have come from the three-point line.
See one of them here able to get enough separation to drain a lot of these triples, Aaron.
Absolutely. Just think of the ball movement. And Logan Casera, she is as calm as she could be in a pressure cooker situation like this. But this is just the first quarter, folks.
And all three on similar types of plays, catch and shoot situations. She's 4 for 4 from the field. The reason why, in part, St. Clair leads by 11.
And remember, they usually average 69.5 points per game. So we take a look at a mixture of the sea of red and green. And may I mention, for those of you just tuning in for the first time, this is a rivalry. Full-on rivalry. So both of these clubs are 2 hours away from each other. So it doesn't matter what sport you watch. London and Windsor, it's always going to be a fierce rivalry, especially in the last 2 years in the OCAA.
Janica Sarah shoots the extra free throw. Inbound coming from the sideline. St. Clair keeps the possession. Bozzi, the inbounder. Janica Sarah gets it. 12 on the shot clock. Tompkins with the pick. Jelichny gives it to Tompkins. Back outside. Jelichny for three. This time off the back rim. Warren picks up the rebound, her first of the game. Fanshawe looking to break up the run. Andrew drives into the double team. Right, cuts in, gets the cup to go.
It's been a while since Fanshawe got a field goal, and any way you get the chance to break a scoring run, you just go right inside of the basket. Janica Casera.
Down to Logan Kinsella, yes, 13 for Logan.
And this is another one of those problems we've been seeing in the tournament so far, JP. A lot of defensive pressure down to the post, but they lose attention right from beyond the key.
Full court pressure from St. Clair, backs off his right, sets it to Jordan. Right, gets it in the post. Warren drains the jumper. 10-point advantage for St. Clair. Fanshawe responding back. Janica Sarah off to Bozzi. Wide open for three. This time no good. Logan Casera draws the foul on the putback. She'll go to line to shoot for two.
And nobody followed through on Logan Casera. You're going to see her run right through this on your screen. And Michaela Wright tried to commit, but she was in the air, and that is a no-no.
First personal against Wright. 14 foul for Fanshawe as Jordan comes out of the game for LeBlanc. First one is good for Logan Casera. Yesterday, just one free throw attempt. She made that one in a 13-point outing.
And that's a person you don't want at the line because she was the 8th best free throw shooter in the league. Knocks them both down.
12-point advantage again. St. Clair has doubled up on the scoreboard. 24-12 the score. Under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Wright gets the pass. Back to Andrew. Outside, no good. St. Clair possession on the air ball. Claire Damon on the defense. She'll set up on the inbound. Lined up with Bozzi, Jelichny, and the Casera twins. For Fanshawe, Warren lined up alongside LeBlanc. Andrew Wright rounding out the 5 on the court. In this situation, continues to be Cameron. Amon, 7 on the shot clock. Bozzi for 3 again. Off the back rim, picked up by Warren. Under 3 minutes to play, Fanshawe, the top team in points per game, second in field goal percentage in the regular season. Looking to wake up as Andrew drives in.
St. Clair was thinking that they were going to shoot right outside despite the deficit, but Shuad Andrew could just explode right from the key, and that's where she could burn you.
Absolutely, the CCAA All-Canadian player with the bucket. Jelichny with the bucket back, yes! Giving up the floor to LeBlanc. Quickly to Warren for the right hook. Can't get it to go. Foul on the rebound. Goes against St. Clair. Amon in the vicinity that time.
It's a good call. Really good call. As we're going to have another look at this. Nice. It was a long two from Anna Lichny, incidentally, but going back to that last play, Kaluta Maud was right in the air, same with the Fanshawe Falcons, and when you reach contact on that, they're going to call it 9 times out of 10, right.
No good, air ball, picked up a LeBlanc, jump ball. And St. Clair gets the possession arrow with 2:11 to go in the first. Tompkins coming back into the game, Yolichny comes out.
And I think at this time, St. Clair really needs to reevaluate their shot choices. They're shooting it from outside, and they're doing a tremendous job at it. But I think at this time, Fanshawe is going to read right into them, so try to go for a backdoor cut and get inside of the basket at this point.
See what Bazzi does. Gives it to Logan Casera outside. Logan cuts in, rejected by LeBlanc. Taken back up by the Falcons. And on the left side, cuts middle. Drives into a triple team. The putback is good.
That's just pretty. She was able to get the defender right out of the frame off of that shot, and she followed through with her own rebound and the bucket.
2-3 zone, shuffling around the top. To the baseline, Logan Casera, no good off the pass from Ahmad. Right, has it tapped to the bounds, substitution coming back in, Jordan for Fanshawe.
Jessica Jordan has been one of those underrated players in this tournament as she's been able to find spots, her hot spots like around the wing and the corner area off the right side, right with the ball.
Jessica Jordan, second-year player from Chatham, as now it's just an 8-point deficit for Fanshawe.
It should be obvious by now to the Saints that Warren's going to go for that cut right off the inbounds pass.
Logan Casera off the quick pass, gets the response back. 17 first quarter points for Logan Casera. Under a minute to go in the frame. Right, driving straight in for the bucket back.
And again, the miscommunication on the defense allows Wright to get an easy bucket.
Johnny Casera brings it up slowly. Bazzi sets up on the right side of the arc. Logan Casera goes for the inside mid-range. No. Warren picks up that rebound, taken up by Jordan. Right. Pulls up for three. Once again, no good. Janica Casera again on the rebound. About a 1.5 second difference. Shot clock and game clock. Janica Casera with it. 13 seconds remaining in the quarter. Tries to size up Jordan. Steps back for the jump shot. No good. Wright picks up the rebound. Shot clock's off. Passed across. Jordan down low. And the shot's not off in time. St. Clair leads 28-20 in the gold medal game 10 minutes in. More coverage coming up after this. You're watching We Digital Productions.
Hey, Herman Moore here, Detroit Lions legend and 4-time Pro Bowl player. Hey, get your tickets and join me for the 15th annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, March 10th at the Caboto Club.
The 15th Annual Westby Awards are brought to you in part by Unifor Local 444, Lucier Glove and Safety, Hotham Building Materials, AM 800 CKLW, and We Digital Productions.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
Welcome back to Windsor, Ontario, where the St. Clair Saints lead 28-20 over the Fanshawe Falcons in the OCAA Women's Basketball Championships gold medal game. Justin Prince alongside Aaron Sanders, the Monson Time Express broadcast booth, and more than 1,400 fans packed into the Sportsplex supporting both teams for this pivotal championship game, Aaron.
And absolutely, a national championship trip is at stake for both of these clubs, but let's talk about the stats in the first quarter because some of them are phenomenal. Led by Logan Caceres, 17 points, 6 of 9 from the field, perfect from three-point land, perfect from the free throw line. St. Clair shooting 52.6% from the field. However, Fanshawe was able to pick it up right after an abysmal first few minutes. They shoot 47.4% in that first quarter.
Remember though, St. Clair hit 5 triples, Fanshawe just 1. Falcons have the first possession of the quarter as they finish up their line adjustments. Van Dyke lines up alongside Jordan, right, Andrew, rounding at the 5, LeBlanc. Outside Jordan, give it to Van Dyke. Double teamed outside to Jordan for the 3. Can't get it to go just off the back screws. Picked up by Nicole Tam. She's lined up alongside Galichny, the Caceres twins, and Tompkins for St. Clair. Corner, Janet Caceres for 3. Yes! And Janet Caceres has been deep and good from that range all tournament. Andrew gets the response.
Safe to say she had something to say about that, but keep in mind the defense did not push themselves up to the key, and that's why Andrew was able to get it from the wing.
Approaching 1 minute into the second quarter here on Windsor Productions. Jordan gets the steal, looking to cut the deficit. Right to LeBlanc. Gets Tam to jump on the pump. Right, cuts towards the paint. Pass sails out of bounds to the first row. St. Clair possession, 8-point lead. What do you do if you're St. Clair with this advantage here, Aaron?
You know, stay focused and slow things down, eat up the clock as best as you can, and try to look to go inside. Jana for 3.
She goes outside for the triple. Remember, when she starts taking threes, Aaron, she's gone 3 for 3 2 different times this tournament. Van Dyke gets it to go.
And honestly, Van Dyke gets an honorable mention as an all-star for me this year because she honestly finds some ways to get right back to the game. However, we have a barber's chair timeout called by Andy Kiss of the St. Clair Saints.
Looks like he was not happy with what he was seeing defensively from the high-tempo offense. First barber's chair timeout called by St. Clair. You see some of those players taking part in this championship game for Fanshawe. Well-deserved awards from the banquet this past Thursday, Aaron.
Absolutely. I mean, there were a couple of players that cleaned up house, like Kendra Oliver. I expect a great future for her for the Durham Lords. But how about Shuad Andrew? She was able to pick up a couple of awards herself. League Player of the Year, West Division Player of the Year, All-Canadian, and part of the West Division First All-Star, too. But the St. Clair Saints, they also got a couple of All-Stars themselves.
Yes, indeed. Both Caceres twins getting all-star nods. Logan, the first team, Jana, the second team. 11 on the shot clock, meanwhile, as we're backing away with Bazzi outside for 3. Airballs it straight off to the sideline, out of bounds.
And she knew it was going to the south side because she followed through on their shot.
9-point lead for the Saints. Pressure given by Bazzi and Yelechny. Andrew avoids the reach. Pass to Van Dyke, off the mark and out of bounds. Like the decision, just couldn't get it into Van Dyke's hands, Aaron.
Absolutely, and it just went over Van Dyke's shoulder too, and that's the problem. When you try to give it to somebody that has their back turned, you have to expect those turnovers.
Janet Caceres, for a third straight game, makes it switch from deep. 3 for 3 again.
And keep in mind, the Caceres sisters have connected on a total of 6 for 6 from downtown.
12-point advantage for the Saints. Wright nearly loses the dribble. Trying to cut in. 5 of the shot clock. Wright contested. Blocked by Ulichny. Jana Cassera leads it up. Logan to the trailer. Jana goes for the layup. Can't get it to go. Van Dyke picks up the board. Double team from the Cassera twins given off to Wright. Wright, the defensive player of the year in the OCAA. Swings it outside to LeBlanc. She takes the 3. Rolls out. Rebound picked up by Tompkins. Bazzi swings it to Logan Cassera. She sets up the play with Jana. Tompkins moves to the right side corner, gets it. Back to Logan. Ulichny cuts. Tompkins gets it back. Tompkins back to Jana. Back to Logan for 3 again. Yes, again! She's got it!
Can you say unbelievable? A 3-point rage from St. Clair.
The Cassera twins have combined for 7 triples. Foul on the floor going against Logan Cassera. Logan's first personal, first team foul by the Saints this quarter.
Honestly, when was the last time have we seen a 3-point barrage from the St. Clair Saints? This is just incredible shooting at the moment as Van Dyke and LeBlanc has a seat.
Warren comes back into the ball game. Also in is Cotton. Warren gets the inbound. Over Tompkins, can't get it to go. Logan Cassera rips it down the board. Approaching 4 minutes into the second. Outside again. This time off the mark. The first triple missed by Cassera twin today. Right to Jordan. Back down baseline. Cotton. Over Ulichny. Draws the foul and 1. Count it.
And those are the kind of plays I love to see. To be able just to work your way around the body, get a free hand up there for the jump hook. And again, the post work from these ladies this weekend really keeps on bringing up my faith in basketball. Look at that jump hook over Anu Ulichny. That's just perfect. Poetry in motion.
Ulichny's first personal free throw no good from Cotton. She was a 66.7% shooter in the regular season. Tompkins gets it just on top of the 3-point line. Jana Cassera gives it off to Bazzi. Can't get separation. Back outside. Jana Cassera cuts in through a sandwich and 1. First team foul of the corner for Fanshawe. And 1's on back-to-back plays.
One of those flaws of the double team, you create a big of a gap, and when you realize you can't beat somebody on the dribble, you have to take it right in and get them on the wrist.
Right second personal. Jana Cassera makes the free throw. There's substitution coming in. LeBlanc in for Wright. Wright and Cotton now both have 2 personal fouls this quarter.
It's something you do not want to deal with, especially in the early stages of this game.
Warren battling with Bazzi down low. LeBlanc gives it across to Jordan. Jordan driving over 2 defenders, draws a late whistle. And 2 free throws coming up.
And they should have seen that foul coming a mile away. And this is what happens when you try to step up and try to overcommit. We're seeing plenty of these over the back fouls in the last couple of days. The people, they have to realize that once they blow right by you, there's nothing you could do. If you try to do something, this will be the result as the free throw is made.
Foul goes against Tompkins, and for Jordan, she scored 10-plus points twice in the regular season. Both free throws good. Still a big deficit to overcome. 43-29 the score, approaching halfway through the second. Jana Cassera takes it away from the baseline. Andrew takes it away from the St. Clair. Tries to draw contact. No good on the shot. And Cotton with her 3rd personal foul.
And honestly, I would prefer that foul other than the turnover on the other side. It seems to me that every time somebody would go for a cross-court pass when they're met by the pressure, it gets turned over. But back on this play, as Shuat Andrew tried to go for the drive, Allison Cotton just tripping onto Ulichny. I know she didn't mean to do that, but it's just the placement of the feet.
And now that's center to the bench again for Cameron. So the office administration major will watch from the sideline. Janica Serra sizes up LeBlanc. Over her, no good. Cameron picks up the rebound. Fanshawe having to take it across the timeline. They get it across with 2 seconds to spare. Andrew avoids the reach from Tompkins. Sandwich between 2 Saints. Count the forward progression. She'll go to the line to shoot for 2.
And Andrew's just been working so hard on the court since the start of the game. As she just drives right into the sandwich. Again, this is a player you do not want at the free throw line. Best in the league at nearly 90%.
Logan's second personal. 4th team foul for St. Clair. Claude Amon comes in to provide defense. Nicole Tam also on the floor with Bazzi, Janica, Sarah Tompkins, the 5. Second free throw's good. Fanshawe still trails by 12. Janica Serra guarded by LeBlanc, around to Ahmad. Tam, in the outside corner. Back to Tompkins. 10 on the shot clock. Tam, in the post, to Bazzi. Looking for separation, pulls up over Jordan. No good, second chance, grazes the front rim. Tam rips down the 3rd chance. Still 8 on the shot clock. Janica Serra steps back for the long range shot, can't get it. 4th chance ripped down by Ahmad. Bazzi pulls up for 3. Grazes the left side rim, and the possession finally ends. Fanshawe ball, and all of a sudden, Fanshawe starting to get a bit of momentum defensively, Aaron.
But if I'm Bill Carrier and company, you have to wonder where was the box out in those 3rd and 4th chance opportunities.
And I think that's part of the reason he just called his final barber's chair time out of the half. He wants to discuss things on his sideline. 43-31 the score for St. Clair. Aaron, your thoughts?
You know, again, it's astounding how the shooting display has been working out for St. Clair. But you're right. Fanshaw's really stepping up the intensity on the defensive end. The offensive end, you're seeing Shawad Andrew becoming more involved with the ball. And with Michaela right back into the game, that's going to allow them to spread the floor much more to look for a mid-range jumper. But again, to go back on the defensive end, you have to put a body on somebody, especially in the mid-range, long-range game, because if you don't, it's going to allow opportunities for Nicole Tam to capitalize in. And this is where we're at now.
It's the road to how the gold medal game bracket was set. Algonquin had beat Lambton to start the tournament, had to take on Fanshawe after the Falcons beat the Lords 79-70. Then, in that game, it was a close one for much of that matchup for Fanshawe. They came on top, though, with some big plays down the stretch, 83-73. On the other side of the bracket, Sheridan lost to Humber to start the tournament. St. Clair ended up beating George Brown after they had a scare. St. Clair, in turn, was able to come up with the upset yesterday over Humber in a squeaker. Bronze medal game, seen Humber come away with the medal. Algonquin finishing 4th. Foul on the floor on the drive, and another big bucket. And one coming up.
Looking at the play, Nicole Tam and Kirsten Tompkins doing their best to stop Michaela Wright, but it looks like we have double fouls.
Yes, indeed, they have waved off the free throws. Bucket does count, it appears, to make it a 10-point game. Next foul by St. Clair puts them over the limit. Tam. It's one to Janica Serra. Tam cuts in. Back with it, Yoichny. 7 on the shot clock. Janica Serra back to the corner. Double team. Tries to pass it away. Stolen away by Andrew. And Tam takes the personal foul and will send Fanshawe to the stripe.
Well, that's their second foul.
Yes, second personal for Tam. And again, a push coming from behind. That puts St. Clair over the limit for the first half. For the next 3 minutes and 27 seconds, Aaron. Fanshawe now in the bonus. And remember, this is the top team in the province in free throw shooting.
That's right, 71.5%. And it's led by the OCAA Player of the Year, Shuat Anju.
Just a tick under 90% in the regular season. Gets the first one to go. Logan Casero back onto the floor. Tam is out. And this is a lineup we've seen St. Clair do throughout the campaign. When Tam's been in foul trouble in the second half of the season, the small ball lineup has paid dividends in a lot of games. Second free throw, no good. Logan Casero gets the rebound off the top. Gets the ball tapped, trying to get it to Jana. Out of the double, Jana Casero gets it. Still feeling pressure. She steps out of bounds.
Good pressure from Fanshawe right down to the corner.
And you can feel that momentum continuing to shift in this building. The Fanshawe side of the grandstands waking up.
They're just capitalizing on the loose balls.
Anju, contested three, swish. Anju, 5th in three-point percentage in the regular season. Makes that one drop from beyond the arc to bring it down to 6. Under 3 minutes of play in the second quarter. Logan Casero, wide open for 3. Can't get one back. Warren picks up the rebound in traffic. Anju, feeling pressure from Ahmad. Swung back from Cameron to Warren. Back to Cameron. Hard contact. And St. Clair draws the offensive foul. Cameron's first personal.
And you see that elbow coming a mile away. You take a look at Cameron. It's that forearm shove right there. That prompted the foul.
The St. Clair fans looking to help build momentum for their team. Approaching 2 minutes to go in the first half. Bazzi across to Jana Casero. Tries to spin in. Back to Yolichny. Back to Jana. 7 on the shot clock. Across to Bazzi. 3. Doesn't even draw iron. Logan Casero draws the free throws on the second chance.
Look at Casera just giving the shovel pass into Bazzi. We thought the play was dead at this point, but Casera was there to pick it up as the shot clock was winding down. It's just too much body from Fanshawe.
Warren called for the personal. Both teams now in the bonus. And the first free throw drops for Logan Casera. It's been a quiet second quarter after 17 first quarter points. Now has 21 on the game. Make it 22. Anju gets the inbound. Yolichny on the defense. Taken up by Cameron. Pass back to Anju. Gets space for the pull-up. Can't get it to go. Tapped out of bounds. St. Clair possession. The block off the top. And a technical
foul
given to the bench for Fanshawe. Now there was one situation where a free throw had to be taken due to a technical in the first quarter. That's where Jana Casero took a free throw attempt. The second time a technical's been called on the bench for Fanshawe. And Jana Casero will go to the line for the second time for a technical. So a chance to bring the game to 9 here as Coach Carrier wanting an explanation from his sideline. Free throw is good. Of course, the Carriers, 14 seasons for Coach Bill Carrier. The whole family a part of that coaching staff, Aaron.
Absolutely. If you just add on the years of experience, it's just fantastic. A total of 36 years of experience on that bench.
St. Clair gets possession, taken up by Bazzi. Tompkins calls for motion off the screen. Tompkins, the pick and fade, gets it up at the top. Guarded by Warren, back to Jana Casero. Given back to Bazzi. Pick from Logan Casero, sets up separation for the tray.
You have to imagine those shots are hard to take, especially when you're moving your feet and you get it off that catch and shoot. But there's nobody else that can do it better in this gym than Nora Bazzi.
Bazzi, the second-year player from Windsor, Ontario.
Good decision.
And down low, no good in traffic. Logan Casera guarded right by LeBlanc on the play. Logan Casera gets it back. Jenna, guarded by Cameron, picks up by Logan. Logan falls down. Outside, Jelichny for three again. "15-point advantage under a minute left in the first half. And Drew nearly has it stripped away. Goes for the three, back. Yes, sir.
And you know, Lichny was lucky she didn't get called for the foul because she was right behind Shawada Andrew trying to redeem herself.
16 points for Andrew on the game. Bazzi gives it away to Jenna. 6-second difference, shot clock and game clock. 7 seconds on the clock. Bazzi to Logan Casera. Pulls up for three. Off the rim, Andrew with 6 seconds to work with. Taking it up. Driving. Right hand shot. Gets it to go with the buzzer. Joanna Andrew with 18 points in the half, but it's the Saints who lead by 10. Dominic Pompa with halftime coverage coming up after these messages. You're watching We Digital Productions live from the St. Clair College Sportsplex in Windsor, Ontario.
Hi, I'm DJ Smith, head coach of the Ottawa Senators. For the best in local sports coverage, We Digital.
Here, it's about you. Your passion, your skills, stepping up to the challenge. It's here where we rise above, soar to our full potential, and where we become work ready. St. Clair College. It's time to take flight. Rise above the ordinary.
Welcome back to the St. Clair College Sportsplex in beautiful Windsor, Ontario, the site of the 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championships. We told you it was going to be a great game, and indeed it is. The St. Clair College Saints have put themselves out to a 10-point lead, 52-42 over the Fanshawe Falcons after the first half of play. A lot of great people here in the stands, great crowd. The building is filled. We're not surprised at that. The president of this outstanding institution here at St. Clair College, Patty France, joins us. Thanks for coming on board here with us today, Patty. And how does it feel for you to see this place like this today?
Well, thank you, Dominic. It is so amazing. The crowd is wonderful, so engaged, excitement, the diversity of the crowd. It is so fulfilling to see our sportsplex filled and excited. That's exactly what we wanted. The game's been amazing. We were so proud of our students team, or the basketball team, and Coach Kiss and everything that they're doing. To be up 10 points at the half point is, regardless of their showing today, we were so proud of the team and the coach. Yeah,
I mean, the least that they're going to come away with is another silver medal, which is not a bad showing at this point, at this level.
Absolutely. So again, regardless of the showing, we're really, really proud of the team and all of their accomplishments this year.
This sportsplex has really become a showpiece of sorts, and I know I've spoken to a lot of the OCA people that are here, and they just come in and they're in awe of it, and I know Algonquin's building one now, and they're saying, yeah, definitely some ideas from this place we want into our place. Got to be so proud of what's evolved here because of this place and just the way it's being run.
We're really proud of this facility and what it's done for student life, and it's doing exactly what we wanted it to do, to create excitement, create momentum, collaboration, engagement from our students, and actually the entire community. And I understand even Dr. Strasser checked in on the sport today, so a shout out to Dr. Strasser. This Sportsplex was a big part of his vision, and I certainly think it's fulfilling the original intent, and we're hoping that our sports park does the exact same thing coming up this spring.
Yeah, that sports park is coming together nicely, and yeah, there's a lot of buzz in and around the city and around the county about it, and I know the college is going to put it to great use for a lot of people, a lot of groups, and that's really what the college is about, Patty, community, isn't it?
That's what we're really trying. We want to be that community college and bring back that community engagement. And again, I certainly think that the Sportsplex and hopefully the upcoming sports park will continue to support that endeavor.
So let's talk about this right here, this tournament, this basketball team, and the excitement that's here today. I know you took in a game earlier during the week, or you were here at a game recently.
The men's, they did a great showing as well, so excited. But again, it's really seeing the excitement of the crowds and the diversity of the crowd, from students to communities to grandparents to parents to just sports enthusiasms. Like, it's just so nice to see the different diversity that's out there and supporting St. Clair College and the Saints.
Yeah, and while academics is paramount and we understand it's number one, it does, I guess, prove a point that athletics can play a very good, positive role in different ways for the student athlete and for the community here.
Absolutely. It really makes, it's about the whole picture. It's about a full, wholesome experience, and student life is a big part of that, and athletics and the engagement of athletics certainly supports student life.
Did you play a lot of sports when you were younger?
I ran. So
you ran?
I ran long distance and 100 and 200 meters. So
well, the cross country program here is one of the elite ones.
We did a great placing. So as always.
So if you have extra time, they may want to pull you out of retirement, Patty.
Well, I doubt it. I don't think I'll help the team very much. So
you're helping the team. You're helping everybody here. You're doing a phenomenal job leading this institution, and again, everybody should be so proud of what they're doing here. We've had a chance to work with Ted Beal, Christy Gatto, and Jay, of course, Ron Segan, and just the partnership, everything, the way this operation runs now, just got to make you so proud to know that you've got the people in place. You want to surround yourself with winners, and this team has nothing but winners.
We have an amazing sports team that are very dedicated to everything that we're doing at St. Clair College and for our students and for our community, and I couldn't be prouder. They are so dedicated to all of the initiatives, so we're very fortunate for that.
Well, it starts at the top, and that's you. So
well, thank you, Dominic. And Dominic, thank you. You're always here. You're always supporting the Saints. You're always supporting everything we're doing, so thank you so much.
Oh, pleasure's ours.
You have lots of followers, so thank you so much for keeping us engaged.
Well, my pleasure, and I'm going to set up a cot here soon because I have been here a lot, but it's all worth it. I love being here. We love being here, and we look forward to some great things down the road here, that's for sure.
Thank you, Dominic. Thank you for coming. Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to let you go enjoy the rest of this, okay?
Thank you. Hopefully we win.
Absolutely. Patty France, the president here at St. Clair College. What leadership, outstanding leadership on her part and with her team here, that's for sure. A quick timeout. When we come back, we'll check in with Royal Church. We'll break down the first half. This is the 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championships on We Digital Productions.
Hey, Herman Moore here, Detroit Lions legend and four-time Pro Bowl player. Hey, get your tickets and join me for the 15th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, March 10th at the Caboto Club.
The 15th Annual Westby Awards are brought to you in part by Unifor Local 444, Lucier Glove and Safety, Hotham Building Materials, AM 800 CKLW, and We Digital Productions.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
Hi, I'm DJ Smith, head coach of the Ottawa Senators. For the best in local sports coverage, We Digital.
But it's about you. Your passion, your skills, stepping up to the challenge. It's here where we rise above, soar to our full potential, and where we become work ready. St. Clair College. It's time to take flight. Rise above the ordinary.
Welcome back to the 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championships here on We Digital Productions. We're at halftime of the gold-silver medal game here at the Sportsplex at St. Clair. The St. Clair College Saints have grabbed a, let me get my scoreboard here, 52-42 score. I got a lot of things on my mind. This is exciting, folks. Trust me. A 10-point lead, though, for St. Clair here at halftime. Our basketball expert, Royal Church, joins us. And Royal, boy, you can't put a price on that sixth man, we'll call it, as Coach Bill Carrier of Fanshawe alluded to at the top of the broadcast. He said one of our biggest enemies here today is going to be that sixth man in the crowd.
Yeah, the crowd is crazy. When St. Clair made that first three-point basket, I've never heard as loud a noise as the noise that came out of the fans when Jana made that shot. The St. Clair Saints came out with tremendous energy and just looked fantastic, Dom. That whole first half, they were awesome, making shots. The only thing I'd like to see them do a little bit is fake, go to the rim and get fouled or make some layups, because they're making all their shots from the perimeter.
Yeah, they're really relying on that three for sure, but I understand what you're saying, Coach Church. You got to give a lot of credit to Coach Andy Kiss. Just you look at last night's game and tonight's game, obviously a solid game plan, but he had the girls ready. They came out the same way last night, and that's so important.
You're right, Dom, absolutely. I thought about that myself today. I said, geez, after such an exciting, close, tense game last night, are they going to be a little down today? They weren't. No, they came out fired up like crazy. So God bless the coaching staff for the way they got them prepared.
Well prepared. Let's take a look at some of the videos. Of course, as Royal alluded to, this Saints team came out, but Fanshawe, they have their own weapons. Here's a three-point from Kuchera, who was just on fire in that first half.
Both of them were on fire, Dom. They fell asleep on defense a few times and allowed Fanshawe to have wide-open layups. There's another three, a Kuchera three.
Now, one girl that they have to keep in check is Shuat Anju.
Exactly.
We talked about her a little bit, and here's going to be another St. Clair bucket, but Shuat Anju started lighting it up a little bit towards the end of that half, Royal.
Yeah, she did.
This is going to be vital for the Saints if they're going to win this game.
They've got to stop Shuat Anju, period. There she is at the end of the half, just making an 18-foot runner. She's so skilled, so skilled. You've got to control her.
Okay, well, here's what the numbers look. Here's what the numbers look like. Saints, again, 11 of 23 on the three-point field goals. Fanshawe, just 4 of 14. So there's a big difference right there, yes. Coach Church. Free throws, 7 of 7. The Saints perfect there. Fanshawe, 6 of 8. Turnovers are even. Points off turnovers, 11-4 for the Saints.
The Saints have 11 to 4 by the Falcons. So the Falcons, the Saints aren't turning the ball over very much, though, Dom. So the Falcons haven't had chances to score off turnovers. But St. Clair's doing a fine job in almost just about every single category. Okay. In particular, that free throw percentage or field goal percentage is exceptional.
Okay, quickly, 30 seconds each. Coach Carrier, what's he telling the girls quickly?
Well, he's just saying carry on. We don't want to depend on Shuat for too much because she can't do it all. They've got 4 other players on the floor who have to contribute.
Coach Kiss, what's he telling the girls?
Kiss is saying defense, defense, defense is going to win you a championship.
Okay.
Period.
Got it. That's right from the coach's mouth. Coach Royal Church helping us out here at halftime. A quick timeout when we come back, the call of the second half. This is the gold medal game of the 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championships on We Digital Productions.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
I want to understand why.
I want this to be perfect.
I want to be inspired.
I want to be challenged.
No matter the reason, our passion to learn brought us here.
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor, Ontario for the start of the second half of the OCAA Women's Basketball Championship gold medal game, where the St. Clair Saints lead 52-42 for the Fanshawe Falcons. Justin Prince alongside Aaron Sanders, the Monson Time Express broadcast booth, and it has been a doozy so far from Windsor, Ontario. Both teams looking to fight it out. For St. Clair, they are 20 minutes away from what could be their second ever gold medal.
Absolutely, and with the shooting display that they had in the first 20 minutes, I think it's going to be something to watch. At the end of the first half, they shot 46% from the field. And for Fanshawe, they've done better, topped them with 48.5% from the field. But it's a matter of just limiting yourself from three-point land, because remember, the last few minutes, they shot from outside, and it just led to Fanshawe scoring some easy buckets off the defense.
About to get back underway, St. Clair with the first possession of the third quarter. On the floor for them, it's Tam Tompkins, the Casero twins, alongside Ulichny, the 5. Ulichny gets the screen off the Tam at the top. Back to Ulichny. 11 on the shot clock. Outside Tompkins. Elects to drive baseline. Kicked out to Ulichny. Corner jumper. Graces the side of the backboard. Casera blocked. Logan shot stopped in part by Jordan and Co. She's lined up alongside Cotton, alongside Wright. And the rest of the starting 5 for Fanshawe.
Absolutely, and keep in mind, Cotton got in foul trouble early on, so hopefully she's able to redeem herself as a 24-second violation.
Not keeping up with the clock there. There were only a couple seconds left on that shot clock since the Ulichny shot you've seen on the replay, you've seen hit the backboard instead of the rim. Fanshawe's first possession offensively of the quarter. Cotton off to Wright. Back out to Jordan. Reach by Logan Casera. Jordan draws the whistle. Logan Casera on the foul, her third personal.
And it goes back to what I said about if you're slow on the defensive assignment, you shouldn't try to take it on the rest of the way. And Casera was just right from behind trying to block Jordan's shot.
In the first half, Jessica Jordan was 2 for 2 from the free throw line. First one is good for the Bachelor of Commerce major from Chatham. Chatham about an hour or so from the Road City. Second one off the front of the rim, but taken away by Cotton for the rebound. Warren inside the arc, can't get it to go. Janica Casero this time able to bring down the rebound, approaching 1 minute into the third quarter here in Windsor. On the floor, North Bossie brought in on the stoppage as Janica Casero can't get it to go. Rebounded by Tompkins. Bossie gets it back. Bossie off to Tompkins for 3. Off the front rim. Knocked it out of bounds by Tam. Fanshawe possession. Now it's going to be interesting to see what St. Clair can do in this third quarter, since Logan Casera now in foul trouble, the reason why they brought Bazzi in.
Absolutely, and keep in mind, Bazzi could take care of business at defensive end and just turn it over offensively.
Right. To Andrew. Pass sails out of bounds. Back to St. Clair goes the possession. For Fanshawe, their 9th total turnover this game. Pressure backs up the floor for St. Clair. Janica Sarah guarded by Wright. Gets the screen from Tam. Poked away by Wright. Going coast to coast with the pump.
And you see Casero's dribbling was too wide, and it just opened an opportunity for Wright to poke out of it and go coast to coast.
Wright, an all-star for this tournament back in 2018. Tompkins off to Janica Sarah. Stolen away by Warren. Fanshawe starting to build a run. Wright through traffic. Draws the whistle. She'll go to line to shoot for 2. Fanshawe starting to build some momentum with plays such as this.
And slowly but surely, how about that nice Euro step from Wright? But slowly but surely, the Falcons finding their way right back into this ball game and just capitalizing on St. Clair's turnovers.
Tompkins' second personal, second team foul for St. Clair. And we talked about the distance between the road city and the forest city. About 2 hours or so away down Highway 401. Many fans packing the right side of the grandstands for the Fanshawe Falcons today.
More than 1,400 people on hand here at the Sportsplex.
Janica Sarah pulls up for the mid-range, can't get it to go. Picked up by Tam for the fresh 14 for the Saints. Tam. Blocked from behind. Tapped out of bounds by Fanshawe, however. Still 7 seconds to work with.
And there's no way you can stop Natalie Warren with an easy take like that. Saints have 7 seconds to deal with.
Bazzi. Out to Janica Sarah on the inbound. Sizing up right. Bazzi. Outside. No good. Out of bounds. 24-second shot clock violation either way. As you look at Andy Kiss's squad. Right now, Andy Kiss, what do you think he's thinking? His team all of a sudden is going from a 10-point lead out of the halftime to, in a matter of 2.5 minutes, to just 5.
He can't be pleased at the sloppy play so far. The offensive end, they get pressured. And Fanshawe is able to draw another foul from St. Clair.
Galichny's second personal and the third team foul. Andrew will be the inbounder after the reach at half court. They swap her out for Wright instead, and a substitution in response. Ahmad coming in. Bazzi coming out, and there's the defensive adjustment.
You see Nicole Tam is right behind Natalie Warren.
Trying to get back to Warren is Tam, while Wright works way out of the paint. Jordan, back to Wright. Driving inside a double team, gets it to roll in with the left hand.
And just like that, it's a one-possession game. Fanshawe was able to claw their way back in, outscoring St. Clair 5-0 here in the third quarter.
Right now with 15 points this game, Ahmad to Tompkins. Pass to Tam, nearly goes through the wickets. Poked by Wright. Janica Sarah forced to go back. Pass intercepted to Galichny. Andrew outside, gets the screen from Conan. Goes for the up and under, draws contact, and she'll go to the strike to shoot for 2 with a chance to bring it to 1. And St. Clair with 4 fouls in the span of 3.5 minutes brings a Bubbershire timeout from Andy Kiss and company.
And look at the Fanshawe faithful right back into this ball game.
And that was the start Fanshawe needed to this third quarter. We've seen a similar comeback for them in some of the previous games, Aaron.
That's right, a 7-0 run to start the third quarter. Here's some video with Michaela Wright just driving over Kirsten Tompkins. And it just takes hustle. It takes that intensity to drive right in and get a strong finish.
What do you tell your team if you're Andy Kiss?
You need to stop throwing those ill-advised passes to begin with. And second off, you have to find some way to limit Andrews and Wright's ability to go right down to the basket.
Yeah, especially since so far, Aaron, they combined for 33 points in this game for Fanshawe.
And St. Clair's been ice cold from the field goal range. It drops them to 38.6. Meanwhile, Fanshawe breaking even.
Both teams coming out of the timeout. Ahmad was called for a second personal on the 14th foul. Anju back to the stripe. She scored 20-plus points in 6 games in the regular season. Has a chance to break that mark on this trip. Makes the first. Both free throws are good. Anju now has 20.
And this is the closest Fanshawe has gotten in the course of this game.
Last time Fanshawe led, 6:53 to go in the first quarter. That was only a 1-point advantage. And a foul drawn. And a push. LeBlanc making contact with Logan Casera at the top.
Only your first foul, but look at the top side as he's trying to wave off Logan Casera's screen. That's an illegal move.
And a substitution being brought in. Cameron in for Cotton. Logan Casero gets the screen from Tam. Tam in the high post. Spins by Warren. Draws the whistle. Warren called for a second personal. And now St. Clair's in the bonus for the next 6 minutes and 19 seconds.
And Nicole Tam finally got free, but she has the onus of going toe-to-toe with Natalie Warren.
First one, however, no good. Scratch that second personal for Fanshawe. Either way, the second one's no good. LeBlanc picks up the rebound.
Elise Cole was able to split a pair of free throws. Coast to coast, Anju.
Stolen away by Tompkins inside the paint. Janica Serra takes it up. Off to Logan Casera. An offensive foul. Janica Serra caught on the personal. Shoulder contact triggers Jana's first personal in this game.
Yeah, both clubs have to slow things down, honestly, because we're seeing a lot of illegal screens and offensive fouls on both ends of the floor. Somebody has to take control of this game.
And now Fanshawe is in the bonus. 5th personal against St. Clair this quarter. So Fanshawe's in the bonus for the next 5 minutes and 52 seconds. Andrew, double team, baseline, stripped away by Tam.
That's a strong move from Tam, just to swallow up Shuat Andrew.
Given off to Ulichny, pulls up for 3, yes! And St. Clair again makes it ring from deep, their 12th triple as a group. Jordan spins, baseline, outside, LeBlanc, the 3-back, yes!
That's going to silence one side of the Sportsplex crowd.
And it loudens up the other end. Ulichny to Janica Serra, approaching halfway to go in the 3rd quarter. 56-54, St. Clair the score. Tam to Tompkins, baseline Jay, no good. Tam rips down the rebound, jump ball, possession arrow goes to Fanshawe. Their substitution right back into the game. And for Wright, it's been a strong one, but take a look.
And Anu Lichny just squeaking a shot right in over Anju. It's that catch and shoot that has worked out in St. Clair's favor in the early stages of this one.
Fanshawe looking to respond back, trailing by 2. Warren off to Cameron, back to LeBlanc, back to Wright. Wright going for the drive, draws the late whistle, and she'll have a chance to tie it again at the stripe.
It's all about the congestion of the defense. When you find a crack in it, you move the ball just to spread them out and find some way to get ready for the isolation. Michaela Wright went through Lichny and Tompkins and fought her way down to the 10.
Tap call for a third personal. Logan Casera comes back in. And all of a sudden, we're tied at 56.
This is the second time the score has been tied in this game.
Norbazi, line up alongside Tompkins, Ulichny, and the Casera twins. Logan drives in. Can't get it to go. Had defense from behind. Second chance, Ulichny rims out. Warren picks up another rebound. For Warren, it's her 6th. Jordan takes it up slowly. Fanshawe looking for their first lead since the early first quarter. Wright gives them that lead. St. Clair to respond back. Shanna Casera spinning. The tough layup doesn't go. Wright picks up the rebound. Coast to coast, too strong of a shot. And Tompkins draws the whistle on the rebound attempt. Third personal against the Falcons this frame. And for Cameron, it's her 2nd. Now substitution, Andrew back into the game. Also coming back in is Conan. Jordan comes out amongst those substitutions with Cameron. Under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. Ulichny driving it straight down the throat of the defense. Can't get it to go.
That's gotta hurt.
Andrew sprints it back up. Right. Pulls up for 3. Over top, Shanna Casera for the triple.
That's just pretty. Fantastic ball movement from Fanshawe in the last couple of minutes. Now they find themselves up 5.
St. Clair just 4 points scored this quarter, a 16-4 frame so far. Shanna Casera draws the whistle. 4th personal against the Falcons this quarter.
And St. Clair has to find some way to get back into this ball game. Probably go to the free throw line like they did in the first half, but Logan Casera just driving right inside and picking up the foul.
Foul that time going against Wright for 3rd personal. And the first one's good. Shanna Casera has been relied upon at the stripe throughout this game on the technical free throws. She drained both of those earlier today. Second one is good. She's now got 16 points in this game. Wright nearly loses the handle. Squeezes through the double team. Finds the trailer for the bucket.
And they saw it coming, absolutely. They saw it coming. The backcourt players just stepped up to the top of the key and just left them open for the easy deuce.
Fanshawe's largest lead of the game right now at 5 points. Ahmad trying to find space. Ulichny pulls up for 3 off the front rim. Wright with another rebound in this game. Her 6th board. She leads all scorers with 22. Conan back outside. LeBlanc draws more contact and believe might go the other way.
Yeah, but Tompkins took a hard fall off of that charge.
Here's the replay. LeBlanc 2nd. Tompkins comes back up. LeBlanc comes out for Jordan. Both teams now in the bonus for the next 2 minutes and 25 seconds. And Logan Casera brought back in as this chess match continues along the sideline. Tompkins comes out.
Tompkins needed that rest after taking that charge. But Logan has to get back in her scoring groove at the moment. She's the leading scorer with 22 points.
Logan Casera. Give it off to Jenna. Back to Amon. Off to Ulichny. Gets the screen. Outside, Logan Casera. Front rim, chases her own miss. The putback, loses the handle. Warren takes it away. Moved back up by Jordan. Off to Warren. To right. For three. Back rim. Janica Serra again on the glass. Off to Bazzi. Has the mismatch. Avoids two reaches. The third one strips it away. Taken away by Andrew. Under 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Stripped back away by Bazzi. Reset by Janica Serra. 63-58 in the gold medal game for the OCAA championship. Janica Serra cuts in the paint again. Tries to draw contact, instead stripped away by Anjou. St. Clair possession with 9 on the shot clock. Cameron coming back in again. And Cameron and Conan have been constantly substituted back and forth with the foul situation. LeBlanc also coming back in for Warren.
But Fanshawe still has that depth, and they're going to try to make it work with 9 seconds on the shot clock.
Yolichny to Janica Serra. 4 on the shot clock. Yolichny looking to separate. Draws some contact, no whistle. Wright picking up the board. Ahmad smothers. What a diving reach. What a three.
And what a sequence.
LeBlanc with the triple. 8-point lead for Fanshawe, under a minute to play in the third. Ahmad. Outside, Yolichny. The long jumper rims out. And the offenses remain ice cold for St. Clair in this quarter. 21-6 the advantage for the Falcons. Pass bounces off of Jordan and out of bounds. And at this point, a lot potentially to be discussed for St. Clair by the end of this quarter.
That's right. They had so many good shot choices, but the problem is getting somebody to stop Shuad Andrew and everybody else back on defense. Nicole Tam checking right back in.
Brains back in size for St. Clair. Legacy Blackbird, the child and youth care major, in for Fanshawe. Van Dyke also coming back in. She'll take the place of Cameron. So a size chess match this time. Van Dyke 6'1", Tam 6 foot. 7-second difference shot clock and game clock. Yolichny will go to the stripe to shoot for 2.
And I think this is twice we have seen somebody go coast to coast, uncontested, until they went right down to the basket. And for Olichny, this is a chance for her to bring her team up to 60 points.
Blackbird called for first personal. And Tam being brought out, and this is a move we've seen earlier in the tournament, Aaron. Kim Orden being brought in for the first time, the first year for Ruthin. First one, no good from Yolichny. An 81% free throw shooter in the regular season. Misses both. Shot clock is off. And stolen away by Orden. Euro step no good. Top to the bounds. Stays St. Clair possession. What a sequence there. Now for Kim Orden, for those who have seen her for the first time, she was from Essex District High School, played basketball there, was a second-team All-Star, volleyball and track and field, a multi-sport athlete, and all of a sudden she's brought to the sideline once again for her substitution. Janica Serra gets the inbound from Norbazi. Yolichny for 3. No. Tompkins put back. No. Ahmad. Rebound out of bounds. And more substitutions. Warren and Wright rushing the way back in for Van Dyke and Blackbird. Under 8 seconds to play in the third quarter. Shot clock is off. Orden coming back in now for Ahmad. Orden nearly strips it away, taken up by Wright. Pushing it the tempo. Quick shot to beat the buzzer. Yes, she's got it. The Fanshawe Falcons dominating in the third quarter, outscoring their opponents 26-6 in the quarter. They lead by 10 after 3.
Hey, Herman Moore here, Detroit Lions legend and 4-time Pro Bowl player. Hey, get your tickets and join me for the 15th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, March 10th at the Caboto Club.
The 15th Annual Westby Awards are brought to you in part by Unifor Local 444, Lucier Glove and Safety, Hotham Building Materials, AM 800 CKLW, and We Digital Productions.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
Welcome back, everyone, to Windsor, Ontario, where the Fanshawe Falcons lead in the gold medal game 68-58 over the St. Clair Saints. Justin Prince alongside Aaron Sanders, the Monson Time Express broadcast booth. And a stellar third quarter offensively and defensively for the four-city-based team. They shot 72.7% in the third quarter. St. Clair responds with 1 for 21, under 5%.
Absolutely, and for Fanshawe fans, that's a quarter you want to play over and over again. 2 players in double-digit figures, Wright 24, Andrew 20.
A chance to win the gold medal comes down to the final 10 minutes. Janica Serra with the ball for the first possession of the quarter for St. Clair. No good. Whistle called down low. Logan Casera tied up with Cotton.
That'll be the first personal foul of the quarter.
That one going against Cotton, and now she's got 4.
And Wright was able to get a hand on it, but nobody expected Logan Casera to check in.
Cameron doesn't get in time, and now another foul. This time an offensive one. Logan Casera trying to drive to the cup in that traffic. The foul goes to Janica Serra, it appears. Second personal for Janica Serra. Cameron now into the game for the Falcons. Full court pressure from St. Clair. Right, double teamed. Jump ball triggered. Possession arrow, however, stays Fanshawe. This is the type of defense we were expecting after allowing that many points in the third.
That's right. You're putting on the full court pressure.
Ball nearly lost, the handle right. Steps on the timeline, backcourt violation.
Great poise from Anu Lichny to stay right on her man. But if you're Michaela Wright, you just have to wipe that off. You have 9+ minutes left.
9:35 to go in the gold medal game in the OCAA Women's Basketball Championship from Windsor, Ontario. Janica Serra no good. Pass back outside with 6 on the shot clock. Logan Casera. Back to Jenna. Steps back for 3. At the buzzer, can't get it to go. Rebound picked back up for a fresh 14 for St. Clair. Stripped back away. Taken up by Jordan to Andrew. Back to Jordan. Jukes out 2 defenders, still can't get it. Draws the whistle, however, on the second chance.
And that's going to be Tamp's 4th personal foul. And again, the shooting woes continue for St. Clair. The defensive woes continue as well. So Nicole Tam will have to sub out, and in her place will be Nora Bazzi.
Second team foul as mentioned by Aaron, but Jordan to the stripe. Fanshawe in this game at the free throw line, 13 for 16. Make it 14 for 17. That's above 80%. Jordan looking to grow this advantage Fanshawe's largest lead this game now is up to 12. Noechny lined up alongside Tompkins. The Cassera twins, Norbazi the 5 for St. Clair. Logan Cassera drives in, makes it.
That's St. Clair's first field goal since the 5:39 mark in the third quarter.
Warren gets the ball after the pass to half court, right, wide open for three, banks it home.
She didn't even need to jump for that one.
Able to take advantage of the press that time. Janica Serra back outside, Tompkins in response, can't get it to go. Andrew picks up the rebound. Pressure still comes. Cameron to Andrew to right. Jordan and Warren round out the 5. Jordan can't make the bucket. Ball tapped out of bounds, St. Clair possession. At this point, what are you expecting from these two teams in the final 8+ minutes of this game?
Yeah, I expect Fanshawe to stay on man-to-man defense, but for St. Clair, you can't have that mentality, okay, you're going to have to take a long-range jumper as of yet. Keep on swinging the ball around and look for a good look.
LeBlanc in, Jordan out. Tompkins to Janica Serra. Goes for the tough shot, can't get it to go. Picked up down low by LeBlanc. Right, rushes it up. Stripped away by Tompkins. Stripped back by Wright. Nearly stripped back by Bazzi. Warren sets up at the top of the arc. Wright gets it poked again by Tompkins. Pass to Warren goes out of bounds. That ball says hello to the Fanshawe faithful.
That was a quagmire to say the least. Like turnover after turnover, nobody paying attention to the ball and just putting the hands right down on it.
Logan Cassera off to Tompkins. Again for 3, again front rim. St. Clair has been ice cold in the second half. Just a few made shots this entire half. Warren down low, misses one. Bazzi that time on the board. Bazzi had a double-double in this tournament in the quarterfinals. Tompkins this time doesn't take the 3. Logan Cassera, guarded by Anjou, draws hard contact. And she'll get the bunny ears to the line, she'll go.
And Shuada Andrew just being bit off the fake, but right behind was Michaela Wright as she hits the elbow.
Wright's 4th personal. 2nd team foul for the Falcons. Logan Cassera has a double-double in this game. 24 points, 10 rebounds. She's also a perfect 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
We have a little bit of a discrepancy here.
And Bill Carrier wanting to make sure who the foul is on. I think they're trying to argue that was supposed to be on Anjou. Here's the discussion, the backdrop as the first free throw goes. Second one also good. And all of a sudden, an 11-point game and still discussions going on the sideline. Andrew being brought to the bench. Jordan Wright, LeBlanc, Cotton, Warren the 5. Outside LeBlanc to once again, Swan to Cotton. Wright gets the screen. Cotton cuts in, Wright drives in. Off the front rim, tap to Logan Cassera. She takes it up for the Saints. Has to stop. Fading back with a big man, can't get it to go. And a whistle blown. That time Fanshawe trying the whistle on the arm. Kirsten Tompkins, his 3rd personal, 3rd team foul on this.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of fouls off on the loose ball, but this time Kirsten Tompkins was right behind Asha LeBlanche.
LeBlanche will be the inbounder this time. Cotton and Warren setting up at the half court. Bazzi and Yelichny along with Logan Syracuse in the pressure. Warren takes it up inside the three-point line. Back outside Anju. She's back on. Can't get it in. Cotton picks up the fresh 14 on the offensive rebound. And a kickball violation. Cotton drawing the jump that time. Still 14 on the shot clock. Approaching 4 minutes into the fourth. Andrew, contact with Janica Serra, no whistle. Yelichny gets screened off by Warren. Andrew off to Cotton. Back outside. LeBlanc for three. No good. Picked up by Tam. Cole Tam just her fourth board today. Bazzi gets it back to Tam. Back to Logan Casero. Janica Serra cuts outside for three. Yes!
They took the glass on that one, but we have a timeout called.
The ball is inbound and multiple whistles are blowing. And that can be the potential impact of home court advantage. A barber's shirt timeout is called by Fanshawe. There was a buzzer being blown prior to the inbound, so the steal attempt will not count after this triple.
Absolutely, and Janica Serra with a nice catch and shoot that brings her up to 19 for the afternoon.
Discussions now underway at the barber's shirt timeout. 2 remaining for the respective sides. 73-65, Fanshawe the score. Aaron, your thoughts as we approach the home stretch?
And I have a feeling Fanshawe is going to be playing with a bigger set of passion this time. We've seen Shuad Andrew fighting through the traffic in the last few possessions, so St. Clair's doing a good job of limiting her mobility and her abilities to take those shots. But you have to do it on the other 4 players that are on the court, because we've seen so many times in the tournament that you could cluster somebody, but on your weak side, you're going to have 2 or 3 players ready to cut right into the basket for an easy shot.
Absolutely, as see the end of both huddles as they retake to the court. And a 73-65 ball game, 5:49 to go. Inbound coming from Fanshawe. On the floor for the Falcons, Jordan, Andrew, LeBlanc, Cotton, Bourne, the 5. Andrew. Spun around to Jordan. Able to get across the timeline. Moved off to Cotton. Cotton draws a whistle from behind. Logan Casera called for the personal. Her 4th foul. And that will bring Cotton back to the stripe. $65 points for the Saints, 74 for Fanshawe. Second free throw does drop to make it a 10-point ball game. Taken up by Yelichny. Off to Bazzi. Swat around to Yelichny, back to Janica Serra. 11 on the shot clock. Tam. Passes it away to Logan. Pumps out the defender. Can't get it to go under the basket. Warren able to pass it away after the rebound. Jordan brings it up. LeBlanc. Slows it back down. Off to Cotton in the post. The spin. The drive. Can't get it. Tam with another rebound. St. Clair trailing by 10. Under 5 minutes to go in regulation. Logan Casero gives it off to Bazzi. The screen. The 3. The air ball to the stanchion. And Wright coming back into the game, so is Tompkins with substitutions on the sideline. LeBlanc comes out, as well as Bazzi for the respective sides. Press comes again from St. Clair. Jordan breaks through it, off to Warren. To Andrew. Open for 3 at the top of the arc, yes!
It's been a while since we've seen Shuad Andrew be effective in the scores, but that prompts a timeout from Andy Kiss.
Barber's chair timeout, the second of the half used by the Saints. They have one remaining and trail again by 13.
And Sean Andrew was wide open, nobody there to shut her down as she keeps on connecting, and she's up to 20 points.
23 to be precise. Her and Wright have had a stellar scoring game. But still, St. Clair with a very rough second half, Aaron. 6 points scored in the third, 7 in this quarter.
A total of 13, so you're looking at a 33-13 blowout here in the second half. But Fanshaw's been doing everything right. They've been forcing St. Clair to take those awkward outside shots, and on the other end, they've been finding the gaps and they've been taking advantage of them.
Fanshawe definitely lit a spark in the locker room for the second half, to say the very least. They look to close it out 4 minutes and 29 seconds away from back-to-back gold medals. St. Clair possession. They have one Barber's chair timer remaining. Fanshawe with 2. Tam takes it across center court. Logan Casera gets the switch, pulls up for 3. Back rim, tapped out of bounds, stays Saints possession with a fresh 14. But all of the jump shots have been saying no all half. Jelichny pulls up again for 3, another miss. Second chance again off the mark. Jordan to Andrew. Pulls up for the mid-range. Airballs it out of bounds. St. Clair possession. St. Clair looking for something. Jelichny. Blocked by Cotton. And this time, St. Clair elects to foul.
And that's going to put them over the limit.
Bring a triple team on Andrew off the rebound. Take a look.
See Andrew down with the rebound, and Tompkins and Logan is met, and Logan fouls out of the game.
That's actually the 5th on Tam, believe. Logan is brought to the sideline. As you see Logan Casera. Stellar game overall either way as Bazzi gets brought in. Is on Logan Casera. Confirmation confirmed across the arena. With 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists, Aaron.
What a game. What a game for Anju, too. She now is 24 for the night.
Second one also good. Fanshawe leads by 16. Down low, Janica Serra brings it back down to 14. Falcons quickly bring it back up. Right to Jordan. Cuts baseline. Pass to 2 different players. Right still pulls up for the 3. Can't get the lucky bounce as it goes out of bounds off the save attempt.
You know, I was going to give credit to Natalie Warren for setting up that screen for Michaela Wright to get that shot off, but they out-hustled themselves to the point where the ball went out of bounds.
St. Clair looking to get a run. Tam spins in the post, can't bank it home. And a travel caught on Andrew. St. Clair possession. Bazzi will inbound, 14, reset onto the shot clock. Jelichny picks up the dribble, outside to Janica Serra. Drives it in, blocked by Wright, and Warren goes out off Fanshawe, and multiple Falcons won it off the Saints. An officials conference overturns the play.
And we have seen plenty of 50-50 balls here this afternoon. And it's all relying on basically the same spot near the baseline down at the corner.
And a critical play there too, as Andrew brings it across center court. Loses the ball. Picked back up by St. Clair. 13-point lead for the Saints. Tompkins' jumper doesn't fall. Once again, rebounded by Wright. Give it up to Cotton. Guarded by Tompkins. Tompkins trying to strip it. Andrew now getting double teamed. And a whistle called down the sideline for the double team of Tompkins and Ulichny.
And remember, St. Clair is over the limit for the rest of the way. So fouling shot Andrew isn't the best option.
Ulichny's third personal. And Andrew looks to try and get herself up to 27 points. She's 7 for 8 for the strike today. First one's good.
What a special player she is.
As talked about, this year's OCAA Player of the Year, the best player in the West Division, an All-Canadian, and a West Division All-Star. Her team leads by 15 with 2:22 to go. Janica Serra travels the ball. Fanshawe possession, and the final barber's chair timeout called by the Saints. And St. Clair might need some type of shot of the arm to have any chance here.
Absolutely, and you know, they were unconscious from three-point land, but look at them drop down to 31%. 42 threes were taken today. 42. That has to be worrisome, and that's a total of 76 field goals too. Only 21 of them went in, and the majority of them have been from three-point land. Remember, there was a time where St. Clair didn't even score for a span of 7 to 8 minutes from the third quarter to the fourth quarter. But honestly, Fanshawe's been doing everything right, outscoring their opposition 40 to 15.
It's the matter of can St. Clair get the offense together, lock down the Fanshawe defense, and rally a comeback. They may need a Rose City miracle. With them trailing big with 2:19 remaining. Fanshawe looking to secure back-to-back gold medals. Jordan brings it up. Ahmad on the defense. Jana nearly strips it back. Cotton to Wright. And another foul drawn right to the free throw line. Tompkins on the reach. Her fourth personal. And no matter how this game turns out here, Aaron, St. Clair had a hard-fought tournament to make sure they locked themselves in and to get that big victory in the first place to get them to this gold medal game yesterday.
Absolutely. A lot of people thought Humber had the game in the bag, but St. Clair made believers out of everybody else. Loose ball, it goes back to Fanshawe.
16-point lead after the loose ball.
And Nicole Tam fouls out.
Now that is indeed her fifth personal, yes. And for Tam, just 3 points, 6 rebounds, and another trip to the stripe, this time for Warren.
And that leaves Nora Bazzi as their only big man left on the bench.
2:06 to play. Warren's first trip at the stripe this game, now 7 total points. The regular season averaged about 92%. Former OCAA West second team player. Able to make the second. Fanshawe with their largest lead all day, 18 points. Bazzi, off to Ulichny. Needing to get a shot off, draws the whistle, and she'll go to the stripe. Just the 13th foul for the Falcons in this quarter. Andrew's second personal on the drive. And a big moment in Fanshawe Falcons history. Yelechny makes the first of two. But for Fanshawe, looking for the second W in the gold medal game this century.
And they're looking for back-to-back gold medal wins for the first time since 94-95.
And another foul called, this time Tompkins. And she is done for the game. That is her fifth. 1:47 remaining.
And we're going to see Kim Orton check in her place.
Fanshawe on the verge of winning their 12th ever gold medal. Check that, 13th. Their first coming in 1970-71. Picking up the rebound again.
Whoa.
And another foul down low. Multiple bodies on the floor.
And that's probably going to be on Janica Sarah. If it is, it will be her third. Because she was right behind Anju and just got her from behind.
Yes, indeed, it is on Janica Sarah for her third personal. And now St. Clair starting at Clair with the bench here, and for the first time all tournament today, Freckleton to the court.
Yeah. But I just want to say something in regards to St. Clair. You know, it's been a while since they made back-to-back podium appearances. They're a very tremendous team. But it seems like the night and the season will go to the Fanshawe Falcons. I mean, this is a special team. We could be talking about a possible new dynasty, if you will, when it comes to this. We have Humber, we have Fanshawe, and you know St. Clair is right in the mix too.
4 first years were on this squad this season for St. Clair. A few second years, third years such as Yelechny, Logan Casera, Janica Sarah, Kalutamon amongst those. Only 1 fifth year. In Tam, ball taken away, Yelechny brings it up to Bazzi. Off to Yelechny, again for 3, this time gets it to go.
They needed that one.
And with it being under 2 minutes to play each stoppage, you can bring in substitutions. Fanshawe has now cleared their bench. And what a game for the combination of Wright and Andrew.
A combined total of 56 of their team's 87 points. It's going to be hard to predict who's going to be the player of the game and the tournament MVP, because both of these players have played tremendously.
Wright had that stellar semifinal game too for the Falcons. Pressure from Freckleton and Ahmad. Back outside LeBlanc. Jordan. Once again Cameron. 7 on the shot clock. LeBlanc to Jordan. 3 on the shot clock. Outside. No good from Legacy Blackbird. Taken back up by Bazzi under a minute to play in the gold medal game. Bazzi chucks up a shot and drains it. 12-point deficit. Yelechny gets the steal. Bazzi, foot on the line. She drains it. 10-point game. Blackburn loses the handle, but poked out of bounds by Ahmad.
And Bill Carrier saw that scare, so he's putting back in his main players.
And some of the Fanshawe players still have smiles on the sideline, even with what just happened. But now, Andrew Wright, along with Warren, Cotton, and Jordan, look to make sure this game stays Fanshawe lead. And this time, Yelechny goes in for the reach. Her fourth.
Oh, no.
And a technical. Coach Kiss wanted a travel. So 3 free throws coming.
And that's brutal. That is brutal, and that will pretty much do it. And Anna Lichny not happy with that final call.
You see the reaction on the screen as they'll try and decide who will take this technical. 42.4 seconds remaining.
And with that technical, that sends Lichny out of the game because that counts as her personal.
5 now for Lichny. Janica Sarah appears to be getting ready to come in. Warren will take the technical and drains it.
All credit to Warren. My goodness.
Substitution now official with Janica Sarah back in with her 21.7 rebounds, 6 assists tonight. Lichny, 3 for 12 from beyond the arc, 13 points. First free throw good from Jordan. All players wave forward.
And Fanshawe just on the doorsteps of another gold medal. And this time they did it on their opponent/rival's court.
No good. Another offensive rebound on a free throw miss this quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Down low, Warren.
Oh,
right.
Beautiful. There's your dagger.
Indeed, St. Clair, one of the last offensive sets. Bazzi checks it up. Again drains it. And Jana Casera elects to foul Anjou. Her 4th personal. And you have to wonder, where was this offense 4 minutes ago?
They're ice cold for a majority of the second half. But man, I mean, Nora Bazzi's just heating up as she connected on another 3.
First free throw brings the gap to 12 again.
But you have to be amazed that the majority of St. Clair's points came from downtown tonight.
15 triples for the Saints. Falcons at 9. Bazzi, shot clock off. Another 3 attempt. This time misses. And Fanshawe just needs to get it across the timeline. Jordan providing pressure. Taken across by Cotton. The Falcons go back to back. They win the gold medal. (93-80) the final score. For Fanshawe, the first time they've gone back-to-back since 1993 through 95, Aaron.
And you know what? It's well-deserved. Carrier and Company, another gold medal for them. But like I said a few minutes ago, I think this one's much sweeter because they did it on their rival's court. Heck of a way to end the season, but their journey isn't over yet. They're off to Nanaimo for the national championship.
An absolute celebration as both teams congratulate one another. For St. Clair, it's back-to-back silver medals, Aaron.
And we're moments away from the awards ceremony and the game ball presentation.
Step aside when we come back. Medal presentation from the St. Clair College Sportsplex in Windsor, Ontario.
Hey, Herman Moore here, Detroit Lions legend and 4-time Pro Bowl player. Hey, get your tickets and join me for the 15th annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, March 10th at the Caboto Club.
The 15th Annual Westby Awards are brought to you in part by Unifor Local 444, Lucier Glove and Safety, Hotham Building Materials, AM 800 CKLW, and We Digital Productions.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
Welcome back to Windsor, Ontario for the medal presentation for the gold medal matchup between the St. Clair Saints and the Fanshawe Falcons in the 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championship. Justin Prince alongside Aaron Sanders at the Boss on Time Express broadcast booth. St. Clair now gets honored for back-to-back silver medals. It was a hard-fought game throughout today, Aaron. But in the end, the Falcons with a strong second half, led by this player, Shanae Andrew.
And a special player she is. She helped Fanshawe outscore St. Clair 51-28. Most of those points came in a third quarter outburst where they outscored them 26-6. But Shanae Andrew ended the afternoon with 30 points. 30 points in 37 minutes. Let that soak in. That's just phenomenal, and she has a heck of a career. She has had a heck of a career. What a way to go out.
It's time to honor the silver medalists first, the St. Clair Saints. In 2019-20, they went 14-4 on the campaign. 8 of those wins coming in front of this crowd. They had many different players help get them to where they need to be. Tompkins, when it comes to being one of the top rebounders in the entire OCAA. Players such as Yolichny coming back from an knee injury. And don't forget players such as the Casera twins.
Absolutely, and I think another year with the Casera twins, it's going to bring a whole lot more experience for the St. Clair squad. As we see Paloma Ducre, one of the first-year players, and remember, she's still developing in the game of basketball, participated in wrestling for the majority of her high school career. And also, Tanae Freckleton played the best season she has ever had in her St. Clair career. Tough defensively, scores points, unbelievable. Another half, the Casera twins, Jana Norbazzi. She has made a believer out of everybody here at St. Clair. Ice cold in her veins, shooting from downtown. Fantastic. We have Kaylee Chauvin, one of the graduates for St. Clair. Kaluta Maud, impressive too.
Some very impressive players on this St. Clair College Saints team as they continue to honor players such as Nicole Tam, coming in the 5th season. Finishing her playing time here. Kim Orden rounding out the players active for today's matchup. And don't forget the work put in by this entire staff. Megan Hitchcock, the student manager, the Milanises, Phil and Amanda on the assistant coaching staff, along with Andrea Kiss and Andy Kiss, the head coach of this team.
No question about it. This is a team that keeps on growing and growing, but all credit goes to the coaching staff. And there's Andrea Kiss, was a Windsor Lancer, and now sitting right next to her father, coaching for the St. Clair Saints, a worthy addition onto that bench this year. As we see more of the players too, Sierra Emery, Melody Turner along the rest.
Indeed. Congratulations once again to the St. Clair Saints on a silver medal performance. Back-to-back silver medals. But that means one thing. It's time to honor this year's best team in the OCAA and the gold medal game, the Fanshawe Falcons. Back-to-back gold medalists. Man, oh man, what a championship performance. We talked about the stellar second half. We talked about the combined scoring for Wright and Andrew, combined 60 points. But it is, without a doubt, a team sport for a reason. Everyone needs to contribute.
That's right, and they end the season with a 20-1 record, at adding the 3 postseason wins. They ended the regular season with a 14-game winning streak, but this team, my goodness, very special. Mackenzie Van Dyke getting her medal, along with Michaela Wright. She ended up with a double-double tonight, JP.
And it's her final game of the OCAA, the 5th-year senior Legacy Blackbird from Walpole Island, being honored as well, getting some playing time in this matchup. There are many other players who didn't get the chance to appear in games. Sydney Kendellen was a scratch throughout the tournament. Jordan Brancabelt, a player from Sarnia. And don't forget the London natives, Andrew and Cotton, also being big parts on the defensive end tonight.
And Andrew just received her medal for this, her final game in a Falcons uniform in OCAA play.
LeBlanc, the first-year player from Wallaceburg, with a strong game. Players such as Grace Shea amongst the young group of future Falcons to the rotation. Taylor Hill, and don't forget another 5th-year player, Natalie Warren, a stellar big man performance today.
And she made a huge difference throughout the tournament. Nobody could stop her at the post, and now you give it up to Bill Carrier, the head coach for the Falcons.
The Carriers, a strong legacy in the Forest City, coaching-wise, getting the chance to celebrate another gold medal. But don't forget about the trainer and manager, Jessica Chan, and the therapist for this team, Brendan Seville, and their hard work to make sure the health of all the players. But it's time for one thing, to pick up that plaque and get to celebrate with their banner. It's time to also see who the championship all-stars, they will be now honored now across the arena. Kendellen being now honored with her gold medal. As mentioned, a scratch throughout this tournament. St. Clair now to have one of their players honored with an all-star performance from Janica Serra in this tournament. Virginia, 21.7 rebounds, 6 assists. Logan Casero also honored for a stellar performance throughout this tournament, finishing today with 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 4 assists. Natalie Warren honored a part of the All-Star team. Andrew also being honored for another stellar tournament performance. Part of the second team in 2019-20. Your MVP of the 2020 OCAA Championship Tournament is Wright. Michaela Wright with a stellar performance and back-to-back games in the semifinal in the final, Aaron.
30 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. She did everything on the court.
Now it's time for the Sportsmanship Award, given to Noor Bazi. And what a player to give it to. It was talked about a bit throughout the season that she also coaches in the community with the Windsor Valiants.
Absolutely, and she's displayed so much emotions. She's worthy of that honor, honestly.
Once again, a stellar tournament in 2020, and stellar performances from St. Clair and Fanshawe. And you got to give it out to all the staff members across this entire college who helped make this tournament happen, Aaron.
You know what? St. Clair put in a fantastic bid to host this event, and they are worthy the last 3 days.
It's time for celebration for the Fanshawe Falcons, back-to-back OCAA champions. They will represent the OCAA at the national level in British Columbia in the next couple weeks. What a stellar game throughout. St. Clair controlled momentum throughout that first half, but the Falcons ended up prevailing that second half, controlling the game offensively and defensively.
Absolutely outscoring St. Clair 51-28. Found their shots wisely, went to the free throw line. Nobody could answer the bigs, and Natalie Warren and can't stop Shuad Andrew. They did a terrific job, and here comes the confetti.
Once again, congratulations to your 2020 gold medal winners, the Fanshawe Falcons. As the celebrations continue, we'll take a step aside. Post-game coverage continues after this.
Hi, I'm DJ Smith, head coach of the Ottawa Senators. For the best in local sports coverage, we digital.
Here, it's about you. Your passion, your skills, stepping up to the challenge. It's here where we rise above, soar to our full potential, and where we become work ready. St. Clair College, it's time to take flight. Rise above the ordinary.
Like our champions, we know what it takes to win. Every day we put on our uniforms and we strive to be the best. Ring after ring, we keep practicing until it becomes second nature. Our craftsmen have put in thousands of hours to master their trade. And when things get tough, we make the adjustments needed to stay on top. Baron Championship rings. This is who we are.
Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the 2020 OCAA Women's Basketball Championships. It's just concluded here. The Fanshawe Falcons prevail as they are gold medalists for the second year in a row. The St. Clair College Saints settle for a silver medal. An outstanding performance by the Saints. They come up short here, though, in the championship game, 93-80. Coach Andy Kiss, graciously enough, giving us a little bit of time here. Coach, I know probably a disappointment right now, but all in all, I think the tournament went pretty well for your club. Let's go into this championship game, though. Halftime, you're leading it, and it's the third quarter that just everything seemed to fall apart for you.
Well, I think offensively we stopped getting the ball into the paint, and I was talking to the kids about curling off their waist screen and playing aggressive. You know, we played with the ball too much on the perimeter, the old fool's gold started working its way into our game again. We had 11 threes, I think, by halftime, and relied way too much on that. So, you know, we lack a real inside scorer. Our team, I've got a recruit coming in, will help solve that issue. But, you know, let's talk about this year's team.
Sure.
You know, really proud of the kids. The heart, fight, desire, grit they showed to get here and to have themselves up 10 at half. Fanshawe, they upped the intensity defensively. And man, Michaela Wright and Shawada Anju are just a great 1-2 punch.
Yeah, they're a great team. We can't take anything away from Fanshawe. You got to give them their due credit. They came in as maybe the favorites of this tournament, and they showed why. They're deep, and you know. But I do want to go back to the St. Clair team. This team went through a lot this year, Coach Kiss. There were key injuries at times, a little bit of adversity here and there. They survived it. This team was impressive from the standpoint of being resilient, and they kept growing and developing despite the injuries, despite the adversity.
I've never seen anything like Anna Ulichny in my 31 years coaching, playing on a torn ACL and playing that hard on it and fearlessly. So, you know, and we had a couple injuries earlier in the year, some personnel changes. We don't have the depth that Fanshawe was using, that level of quality depth. I've had even like kids like Ashley LeBlanc played solid games in their roles. And, you know, you tip your cap to them. They were the better team on the floor today, and we wish them well at Nationals.
Yeah, for sure. Good nucleus coming back, though, Coach Kiss. This is something to look forward to. It's a continued growth, and you've built the program to be consistently upper level now. So you've got it to that. Of course, the ultimate goal is a provincial and a national championship. You're knocking on the door, that's for sure. But you got to be excited about the future here.
Oh, no question. Yeah, we've got a real strong recruiting class coming in. I'm excited about our future.
Sure.
You know, we want this program to be perennially contending for the podium. We'll be back to the podium this year, not in the spot we want, but you know, I mean, you still celebrate the achievement, and certainly a lot of pride in the kids. The fight they had. I mean, we even knocked it off Humber last night. Humber is a strong program, and they're you know, that was something to just knock that team off. So we'll learn, you know, I mean, everything's a learning experience. I'm going to play, we're going to play this game 100 times if we have to get the goal. So, you know, we'll celebrate the achievement. I'll go to the locker room and congratulate the kids. And then we've got off-season plans, and we'll wind it up again.
You should celebrate, Coach. A lot to celebrate here, that's for sure.
No question.
Appreciate your time here.
No
go and
problem
talk
at
to
all.
your team, and thank you for representing our city so well.
Thank you very much, Don.
Okay. Andy Kiss celebrating a silver medal, as he should. We're going to take a quick timeout. When we come back, we'll check in with the Fanshawe Falcons and get their reaction to their second consecutive gold medal. This is the OCAA Women's Basketball Championships on We Digital Productions.
Hey, Herman Moore here, Detroit Lions legend and 4-time Pro Bowl player. Hey, get your tickets and join me for the 15th Annual Westby Awards on Tuesday, March 10th at the Caboto Club.
The 15th Annual Westby Awards are brought to you in part by Unifor Local 444, Lucier Glove and Safety, Hotham Building Materials, AM 800 CKLW, and We Digital Productions.
Are you passionate about a particular sport? Would you like to combine it with your education? Are you thinking about a career in one of the many rewarding construction-related trades? Do you love subjects like science, technology, engineering, or math? Take a look at the academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. You'll be glad you did. And years from now, you'll look back on your high school days as the best times of your life. The academies of the Windsor Essex Catholic District School Board. We're with you all the way.
Hi, I'm DJ Smith, head coach of the Ottawa Senators. For the best in local sports coverage, We Digital.
Here, it's about you. Your passion, your skills, stepping up to the challenge. It's here where we rise above, soar to our full potential, and where we become work ready. St. Clair College. It's time to take flight. Rise above the ordinary.
Okay, just grab me one of the
Yeah, no problem.
good
Sorry
players.
for being
no,
so
no,
late.
no, Coach. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God.
Appreciate you giving us. Oh well, sorry. This is live television, folks. Sorry.
I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. Coach Bill Carrier, of course, celebrating a championship, and we do appreciate giving us a couple of minutes here, Coach, just to get some post-championship reaction. A little bit of a scare at the beginning, but you know what? Your team. Perhaps I know you and I talked about the experience and certainly held their poise. They just stayed focused. How did you keep them, I guess, in check, even despite being down at 10 at halftime?
It's all me.
Well, there you go. Okay.
I
coaching.
was composed, right?
Yeah.
No, seriously, the fact that they're fifth-year players, they know what they can do out there. And you know what? Kudos to St. Clair. Wow, did they shoot the ball well or what? They hit 11 threes in that first half. 11 threes.
Yeah.
I was scared. I was skeptical about the fact that we could come back from that. That was hard. We did it before when we played them here. We were down by 17, but the girls. I take my hat off for them because they deserved everything they got. They worked so hard.
Yeah, they're outstanding. No question about it. But you know, you go down 10. I don't blame you for being scared. I mean, you look at the crowd here. You talked about that was going to be the sixth man here. They had to handle that, as well as St. Clair coming out with the hot hand. All of that said, you find a way, and it's that third quarter that really made a difference in this game. You outscored St. Clair in that third quarter, 26-6. Pretty impressive turnaround there, Coach.
Wow, thank you. Again, kudos to the girls. You know, you keep pressuring them defensively, and eventually, you know, the ball's going to stop dropping. You hope that that's the way it happens. I feel for St. Clair. They work so hard. They don't play many players, but they have huge hearts. The ones that play, they have huge hearts, and they're so close. Like I'm sure Andy has mentioned before, they're so close to the summit.
Yeah, well, he has a lot of respect for you and your team as well, Coach. So well said. Off to British Columbia now, a Canadian championship now. Got to be excited about that, and I'm sure you'll start working at it maybe tomorrow anyways.
Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe we'll give them a day off.
Take a day to celebrate here anyways. I'm sure Fanshawe, the college, will celebrate when you get back, but how do you prepare for that?
Well, like I said, tomorrow we'll definitely take a day off. We were there last year and came up with some disappointments. I think we know what we need to work on, and we're going to work on that again for a week, and then maybe a little bit more. I've never been to Vancouver Island, so
you're going to love it. It's a beautiful place. I've been there, so
like. I was really looking forward to the opportunity, and I'm so grateful for it.
All right, well, you've earned it, that's for sure. Your team is the best team, no question about it. Job well done, Coach. And we wish you best of luck out west in representing Ontario, the OCAA. Coach Kiss also extended it to you in the club, so enjoy it, but make sure you go kick some butt too, okay? All right, that's Coach Bill Carrier doing an outstanding job with this team. I want to bring in one of his key players. She's a tournament all-star. She's one of the top players, no doubt about it, in all of OCAA basketball. Come on in, Shuat. Shuat Anjou, of course, boy, has it ever been fun watching you play these last 3 days. But grab the mic for us, Shuat, and what are you feeling right now, winning this championship?
Honestly, I don't know how to explain how I'm feeling. I mean, it feels unreal. I still have the adrenaline, everything from the game going on. Still, honestly, feels crazy.
Yeah.
Back to back, I don't even know how to explain it, to be honest.
Yeah. Coach Carrier just said, at halftime he was scared. St. Clair came out, they shot the ball, they were on fire.
Yeah.
What did you and the girls talk about on the court even, and just how did you keep it together so that you gave yourselves a chance, one, to get back into it, and two, to win this thing?
Yeah. Honestly, at the halftime, we knew that we weren't necessarily playing our game. We knew St. Clair, honestly, they gave us a hell of a battle throughout the whole first half. They're hitting everything like you said, but we knew that we weren't playing our game, and they were hitting the shots the entire half, but we knew that wasn't going to keep going on the second half. So we just knew that once we come back out the second half, we have to play our game and just step it up on defense and challenge every shot that they took.
How much of the experience factor played into all of that for you and your teammates, Shuat?
So we played here when they had their alumni game. so we knew like what the crowd was going to be like. It was kind of the same atmosphere, so we knew obviously the crowd is kind of against us. It's like their sixth man, right? But we didn't really let it get to us, so we just stuck to our game plan, stuck to each other, and just brought each other up each time anything went wrong.
You, on many occasions, along with Michaela, really put the team on your back, and you want the ball, you want to take the key shots. How much do you work at that, Shuat, and how confident? Why are you so confident when you make that happen?
Honestly, I feel like both Michaela and I were only confident because our coaches instilled that in us. Our teammates also let us know that, like, I mean, we can do if we want it, then it's ours, Like, it's all based off of how our teammate play off of us, and yeah. So I just bring it back towards our teammates and our coaches.
Another crack at a Canadian championship. Do you go into this one differently than last year? Do you feel that the experience will help you?
Definitely, for sure. Last year when we went to nationals, we weren't really ready for the experience and everything. It is kind of a different challenge and different game up there, like when it comes to nationals. So definitely having the experience and everything, we kind of know what to expect and everything. So this time when we go into nationals, I feel like it'll be a different battle for us. So.
All right, good stuff, Shuat. Really enjoyed watching you play.
Thank you.
Wish you the best of luck out west.
Thank you so much.
Make sure you do the same thing out there, because we want at least an Ontario team to win this thing. Yeah. So go out and give them hell out there, and be safe, and congrats on everything up to this point.
Thank you.
All right. Shuat Anjou, she's outstanding, no question about it. She's going to lead this Fanshawe team when they go out to British Columbia, and hopefully they come away with a gold medal there. It's tough challenge, but you know what? They prove themselves here, and no reason why they can't prove themselves when they go to the Nationals. So that's it. That's the story here. 3 days of coverage complete. An outstanding week of basketball here on We Digital Productions. We were certainly excited to be a part of this. We were excited to get the call to webcast all of the games, and certainly we hope you enjoyed it wherever you tuned in from. It was our pleasure bringing you all the action. So at this time, I have to thank a number of people, of course. I first got to thank the St. Clair College staff here, led by Christy Gatto, Ted Beal, Jay Schufelt, for inviting us in and working with us, coordinating with us, putting up with us to our requests. They took really good care of us, as they always do, so I want to thank them. Got to thank our crew here at We Digital Productions, led by our producer-director, Darren DiCarlo. Did an outstanding job all week long. Albert Falcostan, Khaled Alrez, I could name them all off. We've got a great team. Just like St. Clair's got a great team, we've got a great team here at We Digital Productions, and I hope you enjoyed what we put together for you. It was a fantastic week and great experience for us, and hopefully we get to do more of this down the road. So I want to thank everyone at We Digital Productions, and I want to thank the OCAA as well. They've been instrumental in allowing us to let this broadcast grow and get it to where it is right now. So it's been a great week. We got to tip our hats off to the Fanshawe Falcons. They're the OCAA gold medalists. We also want to congratulate the St. Clair College Saints on not only hosting a great tournament, but becoming silver medalists for the second year in a row. That's the story. On behalf of everybody here at We Digital Productions, this is Dominic Papa wishing you a great day. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you all again very soon.